It's Movie Time is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read the reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm Wayne Miller, filling in for the vacationing John DeSando.
And I'm Audrey Harkonen, filling in for Wayne Miller.
Oh, well, great. Hey, today's film that we're reviewing, Woody Allen's new film, Cafe Society, and it's supposed to really talk about the 30s in Hollywood. Anybody who's an expert on 30s Hollywood's film studio trivia is you. What do you think of the movie? It did bring back a lot of fond memories of 30s films.
Yeah, I liked the movie a lot. It had the atmosphere of the 30s. It had, the cinematography was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But it reminded me more of the 30s as opposed to a movie of the 30s or a film of the 30s. So after 50-some films, or close to 50 films in 50 years with Woody Allen, he's gone back to one of his favorite plot devices, which is the nostalgic romantic comedy, which he does so very well. The storyline is a young Woody Allen, played by Jesse Eisenberg, has left New York to go to Hollywood, seek his fame and fortune by mooching a job from his very rich uncle, who is an agent, a Hollywood agent.
Uber agent. Yeah.
And he falls in love, loses the love, there's complications, and then goes back to New York. And then achieves fame and fortune. So it's pretty typical.
Fame and fortune, particularly, not only a little bit in Hollywood, but particularly when he moves back to New York City.
Right.
So the movie, for me, was kind of divided in two. His Hollywood life, and then back in New York City and working with his crime lord brother and running a nightclub. And this is where I think that I really liked, and I think I like the Woody films that are more period pieces like this one, because you could get a sense, because you talk about the cinematography being very good. I think the set design, the production values,
Absolutely.
all the props, everything, really, I think, right down to the fashion, it was really very 1930-ish, and I enjoyed that.
Absolutely. I also liked the running gag of you mentioned the gangster brother.
Yes.
Dumping the bodies in the holes and filling them up with concrete. That just and some snarky remark that Woody makes. And speaking of snarky remarks that Woody's making, he narrates as he did in Radio Days.
Yeah, what'd you think about his narration?
That was kind of disturbing at first because you knew it was his voice. However, his voice, of course, has aged.
Yes.
And it's thinner, and it is, it's not as tight and not as sharp as it used to be. So it took some getting used to.
Especially because of Jesse Eisenberg's character, which is very Woody Allen-esque,
Right.
As far as the neurotic and fast talking and coming up with quips and everything. And I think he did a good job doing that, channeling a young Woody Allen into this role. But
Yeah.
some of his funny quips were good, but it really kind of brought up how Woody's voiceover narration
Right.
from an 80-year-old man just
The age difference.
fell flat. Some of the little zingers coming off of Woody Allen just didn't really kind of make it for me.
Right.
Well, let's talk about, and I think one of the charms of a Woody Allen movie, the large supporting cast of very good actors and actresses. Who was your favorite?
I have to say that the gangster brother was
Yes.
excellent. However, again, Steve Carell as the Uncle Phil was quite amazing. Steve is just dead on.
Yes.
All
Yes.
of
Yes.
the roles he's taken lately, so
and-
really surprising.
Well, and well known for his comedies, particularly the
Right.
TV show The Office and that comedy, but he can do drama very well,
Very
as
well.
he did with the wrestling movie about the true story of the DuPont heir who
That's right.
ran a wrestling camp,
Yeah.
and I think he did a very good job there. I'm going to say that, and I do like the gangster brother, well played by Corey Stoll, who is more well known for TV roles,
Mhm.
and as Steve Carell is, for The Office. I would say though, I really liked the mother of Jesse's character and the gangster brother, and then
Right.
they had a sister that was married. That was very funny. A lot of very good characterization, the supporting roles. But the mother, played by I believe Jeannie Berlin, who I think is Elaine May's daughter. Anyhow, I thought she did a very good job in trying to hold the family together,
Right.
at the same time putting down her hapless husband.
Yeah, the family dynamic in the Woody Allen film, especially his parents, grandparents, extended family, is always very well written, fun to see,
Yep.
and he writes those characters so very well.
Yeah, I think the standout though, and surprising for me, and I was really taken by her look, but also her performance, is Kristen Stewart as the girlfriend of both the uncle and
Right.
his nephew, young Jesse, and I think she did a very good job.
Very, very convincing job. The question that I always had, especially with the Woody Allen film, and using the kind of character like Jesse Eisenberg, which is a young Woody Allen, is not one, but two stunningly beautiful women fall
Yes.
in love with him.
Yes,
I always
know.
find that a little bit of a stretch, but it's Woody, so you go with it.
Well, right before John jetted away to Aruba to vacation with his daughter and her friends, that, I believe it or not, they actually wanted him to come along, that we kind of talked about that, and how I think Woody, the Woody role in his movies, I think there's a vanity there that he
Absolutely.
has with these and another one that I thought was stunning and did a good job and very vulnerable in her role is Blake Lively
Yes,
as his
yes.
wife, this stunningly beautiful blonde who's insecure in their marriage,
Right.
and confronts him at one time, and not in an angry way, but confronted him about, is he cheating on her? And of course he lies about it, with a little bit of a few quips here and there. But I think that's kind of a conceit on Woody's part, that he thinks he's so attractive,
Yes.
uncontrollably attractive to
Yes.
females.
Yes, but we had mentioned this after the film. It ends where it's supposed to end.
Yes.
It ends
Yes.
with, not to give it away, but it ends with do they really still care about each other? Don't they? There's these longing looks at a distance by these two people, and it's never resolved. You just don't know.
And that, to me, was the saving grace for the
Yes,
movie.
absolutely.
Entertainment Weekly, just a week or two ago in an issue, ranked all of Woody's movies, all nearly 50 of them.
And Annie Hall was one.
And Annie Hall was number one.
Yeah.
Cafe Society, they put kind of in the middle.
It was in the 20s, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but number 4 was my all-time favorite Woody film, Manhattan.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right, because how Manhattan ended on kind of a rather ambiguous, will they or won't they have a relationship? And it just kind of stops with these looks. And I think, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, to me the saving grace for the movie was the ending. And not to give it away, but kind of a cross-cutting between Jesse's character and Kristen Stewart's character, as you know what's on their minds.
Yeah.
And it's the relationship that could have been.
Right.
Audrey Harkonen, my good buddy and movie-going companion for nearly 2 decades now, we're going to have to give a grade to Cafe Society. What grade would you give it? You're an academic. You've taught a lot of classes.
Got to give it a B minus.
A B minus.
A B
Well,
minus.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. There, I was maybe more taken with it because maybe I could identify with a schlubby Woody Allen. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.